It is, maybe it's the day, maybe it's the night. I don't know what time it is for you people, okay? It's the time of the day. Welcome back to another episode of Press Start. It's just me today, alright? No one else is here, unfortunately. I was really hoping to have Marcus here today. But by the time we got rolling in, he had to go, so it was unfortunate. Anyways, we have a few things to touch up on, so it'll probably end up being a short podcast. So, I don't know if any of you are into like MMOs, World of Warcraft, ESO, which is Elder Scrolls Online, stuff like that. I don't know if any of you listening are into those kind of things, or games, I should say, to be more proper. I do like Elder Scrolls Online. I have it. I like it. I don't play it as often as I should. Now, I would love to have World of Warcraft, okay? But I'm not going to pay the $15 a month. That just seems ridiculous for me to play a game that's open world with a bunch of people that I still can buy stuff in-game. It's whatever. Anyways. There's some news coming out. Markarth is going to be the next ESO DLC with some in-game events and a plethora of goodies are coming up. So 2020 has had a year-long storyline during the Dark Heart of Skyrim year-end preview with Elder Scrolls Online Markarth. So the DLC will take you to the Reach, which, if everyone's played Skyrim, or if you've played Skyrim, you know where that's at. You understand that. It's going to take you there. It's going to have different zones. The story is going to actually tie into the Dark Heart of Skyrim and bring it to a close. The Markarth DLC is going to be free quests, which are available to get from the in-game crown store. It leads directly into the main storyline of the Markarth DLC and the Dark Heart of Skyrim finale. So you won't have to buy anything. All you need is access to the base game. That's it. So that means that's good news for people who don't want to buy things, who don't have the money to buy things, but you will be able to participate in that from a lot of the stuff that I've been reading. So that's the good news. As long as you have ESO, you can just pretty much do it there. Starting sometime next week, I haven't got a confirmation. I haven't seen it. Now, some of you may have seen it. I have no clue. Okay? I don't know. But Lost Treasures of Skyrim, which is another in-game event for ESO, is going to have the community unlock 3 tiers of collectible rewards, which would include cosmetics, a pet, and a new house. There's a new collectible, first-time new collectible, new type of collectible, I should say, that is coming out, which is going to be house guests. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that entails, but basically they're saying to unlock them, you have to work together as a community and use the new antiquities system to dig up Tamriel's lost treasures. I mean, I don't know. I don't play ESO enough to tell you whether or not that's going to be solid. Like I said, I wouldn't mind joining in on the Markarth stuff because I loved Skyrim. Okay, I played that whole game front to back, finished the whole game several times, trolled a couple times playing the game. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know. It is. Alright, it's fun. Now, the downside to this, though, the Lost Treasures of Skyrim, the downside of that is this is only available if you own the Greymoor chapter. So if you don't own the Greymoor chapter, you're not going to be able to participate in Lost Treasures of Skyrim. I mean, I guess get Greymoor chapter, but I haven't bought any DLCs for this game. All I have is the base game. That's it. I haven't taken the time to buy any of the DLCs, spend money on the DLCs, because I don't play it enough. But those who do probably already have the Greymoor chapter, and if you don't, and you really want the Lost Treasures of Skyrim, you will need to get the Greymoor chapter. So I would suggest if you really want those items and you're really big into getting those things done, I'd suggest doing it. So they have a end of year promotion titled #TamrielTogether, which is supposed to be coming soon. It's supposed to be a celebration of the amazing community, all the ways you play together. #Tamriel is packed with a ton of in-game events and rewards, and the chance to win prizes in eligible territories, guild-based contest, and more. So, I don't know. It's just there's just stuff going. There's a lot going on for ESO, which is surprising. I'm actually still surprised that this game, in all honesty, that this game is still a success. I thought that this game would have died probably a year after its release. I give it a year, okay? That's what I was giving it. I thought it would only last for a year, but I was wrong. I didn't think it was going to be big. It was too jumpy, too glitchy. It didn't feel right. Stuff felt off, even with really good internet. So, maybe it's me, okay? But I legitimately thought that this game was going to die a year after it came out. But, like I said, I'm wrong. I can be wrong. It's okay. But hey, it is what it is. So, some interesting stuff. Some of you are into the PlayStation. Some of you are into Xbox. Okay? That's your own thing. You figure out what you like. I've grown up with PlayStation. Okay, I've had the 1. I've had the 2, 3, and 4. Alright? I don't currently own a 1. I wish I did own a 1. At some point in time in my life, I am going to go buy a PlayStation 1 so I can have one again. But I have a PlayStation 2, I've got a 3, and I've got a PlayStation 4. Okay? I've grown up with PlayStation. I've also grown up with Xbox because my friends had the Xbox 360, and that's what we played Halo and Call of Duty on. And man, those online lobbies would destroy kids in 2020. I'm telling you that right now. That is an actual fact. Kids would not be able to handle those lobbies. Nonetheless, I'm not a big Xbox fan. I just don't like the way the controller fits. Maybe it's just me. Or it's because I've grown up with PlayStation. I'm comfortable with PlayStation. I like how PlayStation's set up. I like the idea of PlayStation. For a long time, PlayStation had a thing that was pretty much one-upping Xbox by allowing free online multiplayer. Now, when you have the PlayStation 4, you got to pay for PlayStation Plus to allow to be able to be using online multiplayer, yada, 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 whatever. So, now they got on the realm with Xbox. Fact of the matter is, I'm a PlayStation person, and I will always go to PlayStation when it comes to a console. Now, I have a Nintendo Switch. That's a phenomenal console. But it reminds me of a time when I used to play stuff that was for Nintendo-based games. I don't play those games very often anymore. Occasionally, I feel the need to play some Super Smash Bros. Or Breath of the Wild, but I don't have any other games for this thing besides another Weeaboo game. I can't even remember it. It's a My Hero Academia game. I only got like 3 games for this thing. Okay, I'm not a big Nintendo Switch player. Okay, I don't have a lot of time to play it because I don't have a full-time job right now, as you guys know. So right now, streaming, YouTube, podcast. This is my full-time job right now. Currently is my full-time job. Okay. I'm going to make this one. This one's obviously going to be a shorter podcast, but it's still going to be the same podcast, okay? I just want to make that clear. I'm pretty much doing this by myself and talking to myself because, unfortunately, the gentlemen and gentlemen's that I usually have on, Jack, Marcus, couldn't come on today, which is totally okay. And hearing my beautiful voice is really all you need. You can ignore that one if you want to. Anyways, but onto the PlayStation thing. I'm a big PlayStation fan. And I'm sorry. It's kind of like, yes, both consoles are good, but I'm always going to lean towards PlayStation because, one, PlayStation, I grew up with it. I grew up with it more than I did Xbox. Now, I played Xbox as a kid. I used to own an Xbox One, okay? Don't get me wrong. I owned an Xbox One, but I sold it to my sister because I just didn't play it and I didn't have the games that I wanted to play on that Xbox. I had more games for the PlayStation than I did Xbox. And I love my PlayStation. Facts. I will always love PlayStation. It's kind of like that phone debate where it's like Apple or Samsung. Well, some people are going to choose Apple. Some people are going to choose Samsung. I mean, it's just up to you. You figure it out what you want to do. It's yours, okay? It's your opinion, your preference. But my preference will always be Sony. It will always be PlayStation. That has been my thing. That is what I want badly, is PlayStation, okay? That's all I care about. Now, I've got computers, okay? I like playing on my PC. I like streaming. And I'm usually streaming from games on my PC. Not a big deal. It's not a console. That's not a problem. Because I like multiple different consoles and PCs for their specific purposes and games. Now, I've neglected my PlayStation 4 recently because I haven't been playing it often. We've been playing on the PC. Been playing a lot of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. Okay? We've been playing some of that. And Warzone, alright? It's what we've been doing a lot of lately. And, I mean, I would like to be playing more games more often. I have a lot of games that I've got for PlayStation, so I need to be playing those games. I have a bunch of solo player games because I like single player games quite a bit too, besides multiplayer. I'm a big fan. As long as the game's good, I don't care. Okay? So we're getting on a track here. Everyone knows that the PlayStation 5 is coming out pretty soon. So is the new Xbox Series X. Excuse me. I am yawning twice today. I'm trying to do it outside of the mic, but I'm yawning a bit. It's been a long day. But recently Sony had to apologize with some botched pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. So Sony was effectively surprise launched. It was like an accident surprise launch. Pre-orders for the console. So the pre-orders were supposed to be available on September 17th. There was a lot of retailers that started pre-orders for the PS5. Okay. Basically, individual retailers had their own headaches. Amazon's actually been warning some people. Okay. Amazon's been warning some people that they might not get their PlayStation 5 on launch day. To me, that's a failure of Amazon. So Amazon's doing so good, they might want to figure that out because Sony probably shouldn't have a partnership. Facts. Or at least allow Amazon to buy their stuff. There's a reason why it has a release date, and there's a reason why you pre-order. Okay? If you pre-order, you're a scrub. Facts. Okay? I don't pre-order anything. I will never pre-order anything. The reason being is, especially when it comes to consoles or PCs or basically anything that has to do with electronic equipment, you never pre-order. Don't pre-order, ever. Never pre-order PlayStation because crazy stuff like this will happen. Or, on top of that, you're going to get a shit unit. That is absolutely fact. And everyone knows it. PlayStation 5 went through like 3 reiterations before it was good. Okay? It had so many problems until they finally fixed the kinks. So that's why you wait. You never pre-order because you want someone else to figure out what the problems are and deal with those kinks before you have to. Because you would have just spent $600 on a shit box that's going to crap on you and like in a fat minute. Whereas you could wait like a year and a half, then buy it after all the problems and kinks have been worked out, or the majority of, and you'll be good. 360s had that problem. The Ring of Death. Now, each ring meant a certain thing that was happening inside of the Xbox. We know this. The majority of people know this. big game nerds, fans, and console lovers should know this about Xbox. Okay, that was the purpose of the rings, was to tell you what certain things were going on. I can't remember, but I do know that it would tell you like one dash lit up red meant something, two meant something else, and three meant something else. So meant something was wrong somewhere. Now the thing is, PlayStation 5. So that's the downside. Okay, there's also been some reports of retailers canceling their orders for the PlayStation 5. And I don't know. I can't get that fact checked. I could probably look to get that fact checked, but right now, I've looked at a few articles, and that's what they're saying. Okay, this is what we got. Microsoft seems to be a little more organized and a little more coordinated when it comes to it. Okay, so the Xbox Series X and the S. Okay, the S is pre-orders are going to start on September 22nd at a very specific time, which is going to be 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay? Stores so far are sticking to that schedule. Hopefully they're going to stay to that schedule. Now, that's good news for a lot of people who are Xbox fans. Xbox told you when, what time, and what day. Okay, that's a lot better than PlayStation 5 doing that. They didn't do that. They kind of botched it, and I will give kudos to Microsoft for actually having their shit together, okay? I will not give kudos, however, to PlayStation because they did not have their shit together, and they possibly screwed a bunch of people over. So, and they probably just lost a bunch of sales, potentially. Now, effectively, this is going to be a good thing for Sony, okay? On Sony's record books, although this is somewhat botched, this is still a good thing for Sony, okay? Because it tells them that their console's in a higher demand, okay? It means that a lot of people are wanting this console. But unfortunately, this also tells them that they didn't have a better amount of coordination and preparation before anything, and they botched it and accidentally released all of this stuff when they weren't supposed to release the pre-orders yet. They messed up there, and that's their fault. Okay? Now, I don't think they're going to fire anyone for that, and I hope to God that they don't. Whoever botched it and messed that up. Okay? However, Sony should look at this on the bright side, that their console is so heavily coveted right now, and people want it so badly, even during this crap time of not a lot of people having a lot of money right now, still are pre-ordering the shit out of this console. Okay, that is a very, very good thing. Okay, now regarding the PlayStation 5. Okay, downside is it is not going to be compatible with PlayStation 3, 2, or PlayStation 1 games. It will be compatible with PlayStation 4 games, majority of which, 99%, if I remember correctly, 99% of PlayStation 4 games will be compatible on the PlayStation 5. But you can't just pop your disc in from a PlayStation 1 game and toss that thing in and say, let's go, because it's not going to read it. Sorry. However, I've heard a few things, okay? I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that the new Horizon Forbidden West, which is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. So Horizon Forbidden West is a sequel. From what I understand is that game, I've heard two mixed reviews. Or it's not reviews, sorry. I've read two mixed articles, so I don't know which one's which. One was saying that it's not going to come out to PlayStation 5 when it comes out, and it's going to come straight to PlayStation 4. But then also, there's another article that's saying it's exclusively coming to PlayStation 5. So I have no idea because there's no release date has been announced for this game. Alright? So, well, the thing is I loved the Horizon Zero Dawn series. Well, it's not really a series, but I mean, I guess I could start becoming one. I loved that game. I still love that game. There's a very few games that I hold near and dear to my heart that are really good. Horizon Zero Dawn was such a phenomenal game. I was so happy playing that game. They did such a good job, not only on graphics, but the storyline. It was amazing. I've never been more happy playing a game than when I played Horizon Zero Dawn. Actually, I lie. It could have been. I would say I was just about as enthusiastic or more about God of War 4, the new one. That one was badass, by the way. If you guys have not played either of those games, you need to stop just sitting around doing nothing. Get those games and play them. They are both amazing storylines and amazing graphics. Oh my gosh, I mean they just look so good. Ugh. Anyway, so basically, Horizon Forbidden West is going to pick up where it left off during the first game. So Aloy's going to be heading west in the the post-apocalyptic ruins of America to hopefully continue figuring out the mysteries of the catastrophe that destroyed her world. New gameplay elements like underwater exploration and a massive new robot creatures to battle. Okay, those robots are really fun to fight if you know what you're doing. If you don't, they suck, and you literally want to throw your controller into the TV. I'm going to say that right now. But it is great. But like I said, I'm not going to personally... So I personally won't be pre-ordering any console. I'm not going to pre-order the PlayStation 5. I'm not even going to pre-order Horizon the Forbidden West if there's even a pre-order eventually available. I won't. Okay. I say I never want to pre-order, but I pre-ordered one time in my entire life. Now, I've never regretted that pre-order when I pre-ordered what I did, okay? I pre-ordered Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't regret that. I don't. But everything that I've seen from tech people and from normal people that I talk to all the time, they regret majority of the time pre-ordering items, consoles, games, graphics cards, okay, bunch of stuff, computer parts, whatever it is. They've always regretted doing that, so I don't want to make that same mistake. Okay, also I'm poor, so I can't really just drop $600 on a console right now, which is unfortunate. But basic rule of thumb, don't ever pre-order anything. Doesn't matter what it is, don't pre-order it. Just wait. All the stuff will be figured out within a year, and then you'll be able to buy it up, and you should have a fairly good chance at not having a crap console or a crap item. Okay? But before we go any further, I would like to give you a word from something about our, you could say, sponsor here at Red Panda Productions and for my stream. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that my streams and myself here at Red Panda Productions and at Baby Cthulhu, okay, on Twitch. Okay, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m. All right, that's Central Time. This podcast, my streams, this YouTube is sponsored by Raze Energy. Now, it's a zero carb, zero sugar, zero artificial dyes drink, all right? Zero crashing. I have not crashed once on any of these drinks, and I have had, if I do the count, I've had 6 in total. Not at once, okay, of course, because I'm a responsible adult, and I'm not going to shove a bunch of energy drinks down my throat one after the other because that's horrible for your body. Anyone with common sense knows that. But this stuff has great flavor. Now, of course, people are going to have preferences of what they like and what they taste, what certain things taste like. Do I like this? Do I not? That's up to you to decide. But I'm going to tell you right now. So far, my favorite is the Strawberry Colada. Now, I think that's going to change with Raze because Raze has Baja Lime. So we're going to be trying that on Monday. Alright? We'll be trying that flavor Monday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? That's for the stream. Now, I also want to let you know that in the description, we're going to have the link to ReppSports, also Raze Energy. We're going to have a link there. Go through their stuff. Buy something. But before you check out, alright, and they give you that option for that promo code, the promo code is going to be in the description, but it's going to be all capital, Baby Cthulhu, BABYCTHULU 10. Alright, we're going to be doing that. That is your discount. If I remember correctly, it's a 10% discount. Should be. All right. Not only does that help you and give you a discount, it also helps me and this podcast and all of us here at Red Parent Productions. Okay. It's super, super great. All right. Their stuff's great. They have a plethora of other stuff. They've got protein stuff. They got sleep stuff. They've got workout stuff, pre-workout, energy drinks. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff going on. So go ahead and check them out. It'll be in the description. All right. Do that stuff. Okay. You can do it. Anyways, getting back to the normal stuff. Okay. To the last thing I just want to touch up on and break up on here. Okay. So, which leads us to the RTX 3080 and 3090. All right. Those are some freaking massive cards. If you have not seen them yet, they are grossly big. Now, they perform crazy good from what I understand. Okay, and I hope they do. And they should. Okay. Now, I just want to let you guys know that scalpers. So I don't know if you know scalpers. Scalpers basically they buy a limited amount of items. So when something's limited, or a pre-order is limited, or a stock's limited of a certain item, tickets, whatever. If you're unfamiliar with scalpers, they buy a bunch of them. So it's even harder for normal people to get. Then they go and resell them for stupid amounts of money. Okay, even some people have been they will sell them sell things for outrageous prices. There are scalpers who are buying up and selling these graphics cards. I think I said that wrong. It's GTX, not RTX. Good God, I think. Right? Am I bad? I'm doing tech stuff, and I might be really bad. Let me fact check myself really quickly here. Oh no, I was right. It is RTX. Okay. It's an NVIDIA, so NVIDIA, my bad. So these graphics cards have gone up as much as $70,000 on eBay. People are selling these things for ridiculous prices once they're getting them, and they're scalping them. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why that the majority of companies don't have something in place to protect people from stuff like this, from people just outright buying a shitload of this stuff and then scalping others. Okay? Not cool. Not cool. It's not. So, however, in the process of this, they had run out of product. Now, more product is going to be available soon. I haven't gotten or seen when more will be soon, but soon as soon, I guess. So they're basically they're going to try and make it harder for bots, because some people were also using bots to buy a bunch and then bots to kind of like sell and extra bid. So anyways, so basically they're going to get something in place to make it a lot harder for scalpers and bots to make sure it's a legit person and it's legit people. I don't know how they're going to do that, because you can literally lie every time you buy one. Now they're maybe going to go off an IP address. They might go off of one per person, unless you're a company, and then I'm sure they're going to require a bunch of stuff. I have no clue how they do it. I haven't even tried going through the process myself. So, because one, I'm poor, like I said earlier, and two, I don't need that. That's absolutely insane. I have a 2070 Super right now sitting on my gaming PC. Majority of people don't have that already. Or maybe they do. I don't know particularly. Most people probably still have the 1080. You know, everyone got it. If I remember, like, a bunch of people got it when it came out. Okay, and it slowly became a thing, and then, you know, 2070s, 2080s, stuff like that came out. Everyone loved it. I've got a 2070 Super. Okay, that's what I got. It's a great card. I don't need to upgrade anytime soon. My streaming PC, I don't need to upgrade that streaming PC anytime soon. That thing is up to par, and it will do what it needs. So if you don't need to drop a couple grand on a graphics card, don't do it. That would be a waste of your money. And the reason why I say that is because if you're buying this graphics card, You either don't know if your CPU can handle everything, or you know that it can, and you're just gonna drop it in. It can't run 8K. Okay, it doesn't run 8K greatly right now. So really, 4K is your best bet. So if you're trying to get it so you can have 8K gaming, it's not worth it. The majority of stuff for 8K is stupid expensive. So I wouldn't get the graphics card. I wouldn't have. If you pre-ordered it, my condolences, okay? Because you are probably going to find out the hard way all the problems and brokenness of that thing beforehand. So thank you. Godspeed, and I hope you figure it out, and this way the rest of us don't have to deal with it. But if I were you, don't get it. You don't need it. Okay? Now, if you've got the money to burn, go for it. Get it. But in all honesty, I would not be getting it. Nonetheless, anyways. It's just... Also, I'd wait for it to be... If they come out with a version that's a little bit smaller, because... Damn, dude, that thing is massive. I still can't believe it. I know I've said it already, but man, that thing's huge, dude. It should not even be able to fit. Probably won't fit. It won't fit in the majority of cases. So my condolences. So that's the majority of the stuff. Now, one thing I wanted to just kind of touch on really quickly is, so reading a couple articles. There was one place that has like a $3,300 Scorpion themed chair. Supposed to be the ultimate thing for editing videos. Basically, it looks like one of those gaming chairs, right? So it comes over the back of your head, comes over the top, and then it just like your monitors hang off of that in front of you, and you're kind of like reclined almost. Man, it just looks like it. They just put legs on it and then made it look like it was a Scorpion. Basically, it costs more than it should. So, anyways, guys, this has been a great podcast. Okay. Podcast has been great. We've gotten quite a bit of love, okay, on one of the videos lately. We've been getting quite a bit of love on the streams. And I want to go ahead and thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel of YouTube, okay, who has subscribed here. I want to thank all of you. Those of you who actually watch and listen to this podcast, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it, okay? It means a lot. I also would like to thank everyone who subscribed to the Twitch. Okay, you subscribed to my Twitch. Now, good news is, you're thinking, but Steven, I don't got $4.99 to spend on you. Or hey, why would I want to spend $4.99 on you for a subscription? I'm not gonna tell you why. You'll figure it out. It's up to you. Do you want to or do you not want to? Good news for you, if you're paying for Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription to any channel a month if you are already paying for Amazon Prime. All you have to do is go onto Twitch and link your Amazon account to Twitch. And so if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub to one channel a month, which is awesome. By the way, you get cool stuff. You get really nice badges. You get emotes, which is solid. You get a few things. But nonetheless, a lot of followers have come by, and that's super great. I've had quite a bit of followers come by, so right now we're sitting at 59 followers on Twitch, and to most people, like, that's nothing. I'd be like, yeah, that is nothing. But to me, that is awesome. Now, I want to thank all of you who have followed that Twitch account, who have subscribed to this YouTube channel, who follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I want to thank you a lot. Okay? Don't forget, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? Hopefully I will see the majority of you there. I just want to let you know, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube and 100 follows on Twitch by the end of the month. I doubt it. I know I shouldn't be saying this. I should be like, hey guys, I want to see this. But the majority of you people aren't going to make it to this point in the podcast, and that's okay. So, it doesn't matter. I want to throw up a video on Facebook. and Instagram and the Twitter. But if you could, share this with your friends. Just ask them to subscribe. Ask your friends to follow me on Twitch. It's free to follow. You don't have to pay to follow. You do have to pay to subscribe, though. You can do whatever. We've had quite a bit of love lately, and I've been very appreciative of it, and I'm very thankful for it. But guys, thank you for coming to today's podcast. Okay, it was brought to you by Raze and me, Red Panda Productions, because most of the only two sponsors are Self and Raze. But Raze isn't paying me anything right now. Technically, I'm an ambassador. But I do seriously want to thank everyone who came by and who has been either listening to this or who have been, following on the Twitch and everything else. So thank you guys. All information links, so Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, ReppSports, Raze Energy Drink is going to be the bottom, including the discount code will be in the description, alright? All that stuff's going to be there. Guys, it was a pleasure, and we'll see you next week.